Well, I think what led me to Machinimate was I just saw all these people like Shippiddge and all them doing machinima, and you know, I'm a big fan of video games and Super Smash Brothers, and I said, you know what, I have Super Smash Brothers Brawl. I figured I might as well do it. I mean, I love machinima making, and I just, you know, I love writing, and I just like, you know, to make stories. So, I guess that's what really led me to do it. I actually saw a flash called Zarbon's Masterpiece Theater, where Zarbon from Dragon Ball Z interviewed all these guys from Dragon Ball Z. And I figured, wow, that could actually be like an original machinima idea. So I figured I'd make one, and I was trying to figure out who should I make the interviewer as. And I figured, well, Wolf would be a good candidate, and I guess that's how it really came to be. Well, I am in the middle of creating a new series called Metal Gear Samus. And it's basically a crossover between Metal Gear Solid and Metroid, where Snake and Samus reluctantly joined forces to take down the evil Ganondorf and stop him from creating the ultimate weapon known as Metal Gear Samus. Well, Season 3 isn't going to come out for a while because I'm really going to focus on Metal Gear Samus. But I was kind of thinking of maybe for Season 3 doing machinima interviews like you're doing right now. But Jonavision, my voice actor for Wolf, we are thinking of maybe doing a few more characters and saving machinima interviews for the last season. And hint hint, we might have a Super 64 interview if Shippiddge is willing. I basically took a lot from others. I basically took a little from, you know, Guitar Master, a little from Dexter Boy, you know, a little from Shippiddge, and I basically just mushed it and modeled it to, you know, my liking. And, you know, I've always kind of been a jokester, and I really just, my brand of comedy is pretty much poking fun at others, so. That's the $1,000,000 question. Basically, I have a lot of time on my hands, and I just pretty much am very dedicated to my machinima work, and I basically just make tons of videos, and whenever I get a video done, bam, I just publish it just like that. And I do reuse scenes for Wolf during Star Wars Masterpiece Theater, you know, just to save filming time and all that. And I have to thank you for asking me this question, because I know a lot of you guys have been saying, oh, you should put more passion into your videos and this and that. I'm going to tell you right now, in the past, yes, I must admit I have rushed through my work, and I've rushed through my scripts, and I've made them very short. And, you know, it has had an advantage. You know, I have finished 2 seasons in 2 months, and you gotta give me credit for that. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to put more effort and more time into my scripts in future, you know, shorts and series and all that. So, you know, don't worry. You know, I am listening to you guys because, you know, I'm not an ass. You know, I do, you know, I take what you guys are saying, and, you know, I say, you know what? These guys know what they like, and they, you know what they're doing, so I just take what you guys say, and, you know, I listen to it. So I hope this interview has helped you more get into the mind of Zerowolf64. So I can't wait for this interview to be aired. So thanks for having me.